Hello, everybody. Lunch walk, lunch talk. How you guys doing? So just walking back from the park. Just finished doing a review. You want to know what it is? Take 2 seconds to guess. Yep. Just reviewed the loophole. So that should be going up later tonight. Probably when I get home. Probably around between 7 and 9 p.m. Eastern time, just so you guys know. As long as all things go smoothly. But yeah, thanks everybody that watched the last one. Seems people like this again. I feel like I say that every time, but you guys like it. So last time kind of put out on Ask Me Anything, and kind of had a couple topics as I think of them. I'm trying to write them down so I don't forget. But one of them was to kind of talk a little bit about myself, so you know a little bit more about me, not necessarily just spinner related. So someone sort of asked that question. So we'll kind of get into that, and I don't have the list in front of me. I think I remember most of the questions that were asked, so I'll see if I can get a better answer for one of them. But one of them was, how many spinners do I own? Probably in the neighborhood of about 30 to 35 would be my guess. I've got a couple that, I gave away a couple weeks ago. I gave away 10 to try to thin it down a little bit, and more keep coming in as I try to get rid of them and sell them and that sort of thing. So, yeah, so probably around 35. Probably just dropped the camera a little bit. What else? Someone asked. Someone else, like, do I have a car? Or it seems like I like walking a lot. I do have a car, but I also do like walking quite a bit. So it's good exercise. In the middle of work, I don't want to get too sweaty, even though we have a gym and a shower at work, so I could work out there if I needed to. But yeah, I just like getting outside and going for nice little walks. So yeah, so the park's down the street about, I don't know, not even half a mile probably. Maybe half a mile, I don't know, it's not too far. So I walk there and then I walk back. Sometimes I'll stroll through the neighborhood to get it just a little more quiet, less traffic. Hopefully not too much wind. I realized last time the wind was pretty bad. I'm thinking of getting like a different mic set up. Any mics that look like they work well, are in the $100 range, and that's money that could be spent on spinners, so I don't want to get something that sucks. It's just kind of how I roll. So we'll see. Maybe I'll get something set up. Those little fuzzy things someone mentioned, I think it was Mew. I forget the rest of his handle. It looks like Mewtwo from Pokemon for sure, but I don't remember what it was, like Mewtwo something. But he linked a couple things on Amazon, but they look like they've got to stick to my phone, and I don't know how well that'll work, so we'll see. But yeah, so I like walking around. Long rambly answer to a short question. Someone asked, like, tell me about what you do. Like, I think you mentioned you work at a call center, but it seems like you're walking around a neighborhood. Yeah, so I work for a company that does car dealership websites, and I do technical support. So if something's not working right, you call in, you might speak to me, you might get lucky, and then I'll help you out, try and figure out what's going on, fix what's broken, that sort of thing. So that's kind of what I do, but it's in Burlington, Vermont. So we got pretty nice local scene here. We're gonna turn. Whoa! I wonder if that looked trippy. So yeah, it's a pretty nice local scene, and so it's nice to get out and walk. Yeah, Burlington's, even like downtown Burlington still looks a little more city-like, but this is definitely like a neighborhood, and it's like a mile out from like the main street of the city. So we're pretty fortunate up here to have a nice scene. So yeah, so that's part of me. It's part of what I do. Thought maybe I'd get into a couple more details as well, just because, again, it's maybe fun to know a little bit more about me and what I do. So yeah, I'm 36, born and raised in Vermont for the most part. Spent a few years living in New York City. I'm gonna try and cross the street here. Born and raised in Vermont, but lived in New York City for about 6 years and worked in New York City for about 12, so I lived outside the city for about 6 years. But in my years, I've done a lot of different things. So one of the most unique things about me is all the different little things that I'm into. I've dabbled in so much stuff. I can just about align with anybody on just about anything. You saw my Daily Fidget's Got Talent video. I did a little archery. I paint little Warhammer soldiers. I've worked on movies. I've done photography. I've done art. The list goes on and on. I can't even think of half the things that I've been into, and half the things that I've done in my years. I'm into all kinds of different types of music. So whether you like rock, rap, hip hop, electronic, all of that stuff I can get into. I've seen movies from so many different genres across the board. I'm familiar with I mean, just so many things that it's kind of neat. So it's fun trying to align with people and you know, be educated on so many things that so many people are into. So yeah, I've got what else? I got a wife. We've been married almost 10 years. It'll be 10 years in October, so that's kind of exciting. So let's cross this way for a minute. And yeah, 3-year-old boy. His name's Oliver. You heard him crying on one of the live streams. You've heard him interrupt me once or twice. Cross here again. And just had a newborn, Archer. He'll be 3 months in a couple weeks. So yeah, that's kind of exciting. What else? I think we've gone on long enough. I'm kind of bobbing and weaving through the streets here, so that's a little bit, but I figured we'd keep the AMA, the Ask Me Anything topic, just open all the time across the board. So if you guys ever want to ask me anything, spinner related, not spinner related, certainly just let me know. And yeah, I'll be happy to do my best to answer it. I think that sort of stuff gives me topic to talk about. So if you guys do like these sorts of things, asking me questions gives me content, so I don't have to think of something new to talk about every day. So anyway, I think we'll leave it at that. So I'll talk to you maybe tomorrow. We'll see. Bye.